Hello everyone, I'm Ankit and you're watching StudyIQ IAS English. Now, how do you communicate with your friends and colleagues? It's most likely that you use instant messaging apps like Telegram or WhatsApp, right? But what if I tell you, as these apps are foreign in nature, what if I tell you there's an Indian alternative known as Arattai app? Would you believe me? The answer is yes, there is an Indian alternative. But will this app be able to replace WhatsApp and Telegram as your preferred app for instant messaging? We'll find out in our today's discussion. Now, the notes that I will be using in this session, you can also download the notes on a particular Telegram channel known as ATS Live. So just open your Telegram app. On the top right hand corner, there's a search bar. In that right, ATS Live, you'll find the channel, download the notes from there. And while you're at it, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel also. Let us understand why we're discussing a video, or why I'm taking a video on an app called as Arattai. Now, how many times have you seen a union minister recommending something commercial? Not very frequently, right? But this happened recently. If you look at it, the union education minister, Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan, he recommended use of an instant messaging platform known as Arattai, which has been developed by an Indian company, and it can be downloaded from either Apple's App Store or Google's Play Store. Now, in a post which he published on platform X, formerly known as Twitter, he said that Arattai app is a secure, user-friendly and completely free app, and it highlighted that this app is entirely been developed in India, which is something new. Now you need to understand Telegram app, instant messaging apps like WhatsApp, social media platforms like Instagram, X, Snapchat, etc. All of these are apps which are controlled by foreign companies, not based or not located in India. So there are issues associated with how our data are used by these companies. In cases of national security, will these companies adhere to guidelines of Indian government? So all of these problems are associated with foreign companies and their products, not with products like Arattai, because this is a product developed by Indian company in India, and its servers most likely will be hosted in India. Now, in this regard, why do you think is Union Minister encouraging people to download a Desi app or a Indian made app? There is a reason behind it. Now, a few days back, Prime Minister Modi, in one of his most viral speech, highlighted that we need to start using Indian made products. He gave a support to encourage Swadeshi, to encourage vocal for local. And under this broader framework is the recommendation made by the Union Education Minister to start using apps like Arattai, which would make a day-to-day difference in lives of many Indians. So in this regard, let us understand what this app is called and what kind of features it had. Now, I told you Arattai app is a messaging app just like apps like WhatsApp and Telegram, and it has been developed by a Chennai-based software company known as Zoho Corporation. Now, this app is positioned as a made in India alternative to the global chat platforms. Okay. Now, WhatsApp, Telegram has become a part and parcel of our day-to-day life, from sending photos to scanning documents to communicate to make calls to our friends located in India, abroad. We majorly use these kind of apps, right? But this also increases our reliance on foreign companies. It increases our dependency on foreign companies, most of which are commercial in nature. Now, let us look at the name Arattai. Arattai name originates from the language Tamil, because this is a Tamil-based company, right? And the word Arattai translates into casual conversation or even chat. So this name even reflects the purpose of the app. That is, it is an instant chatting platform. Similarly, this platform focuses on providing ease of communication while prioritizing your security and privacy. And this becomes more important because this company has promised that Arattai app will not share your information with third parties, unlike WhatsApp or Telegram. Now, I need to understand WhatsApp and Telegram, they are part of global conglomerates, and WhatsApp is a part of company called as Meta, whose other products are very famous like Facebook and Instagram. So there's a possibility, not a possibility, this is actual truth, that WhatsApp, the data which you use to chat with your friends, is processed, mined, and the data is shared with other platforms of Instagram and Facebook, which are all owned by Meta. Similarly, there are also instances, how many of you have realized this? Please let me know, that when you chat something private with your friends, it obviously makes way to other e-commerce websites. So suppose if you ask your friend, I want to buy a shoes, and next time when you open an e-commerce website like Amazon or Flipkart, you will see probably the recommendations of shoes. So how do you think is happening? This is happening because WhatsApp is sharing your data with other companies of Meta as well as the third party e-commerce websites. So to prevent these kind of instances from happening, to ensure your privacy, to ensure your security, the company Zoho has promised that Arattai, the details that you share in Arattai won't be shared by third parties. So this has been ensured, right? Also, what you need to understand, other features of Arattai. Now, like WhatsApp and Telegram, it supports text messaging, group chats, which can include as many as 1,000 participants. You can make voice and video calls through it. You can share medias like GIFs, photos, videos via it, stories, and you can also use broadcasting channels just like Telegram app. Now, what you need to understand, the difference between WhatsApp and Telegram on one hand and Arattai on another. How many of you know the concept known as end-to-end encryption? Now, these apps like WhatsApp, they ensure end-to-end encryption, which means if I send a text to you, so only I and you would have the access to the text. Even WhatsApp or Telegram won't be able to see what kind of content I'm sending it to you. And this also includes the conversation that we have over voice calls or video calls, the kind of images or videos I send it. So all these text, images, videos, calls, video calls, etc. are private between you and I. The WhatsApp, the Telegram or any other third party won't have access to those content. And this is ensured by a technology known as end-to-end encryption. Now, Arattai, in terms of capabilities, right now is somewhat limited, because in Arattai you can make voice and video calls, and these are end-to-end encrypted. So no other person, even the company Zoho, won't be able to hear your voice and video calls. But as of today, as of yet, the messages that you send over Arattai is not end-to-end encrypted. So in terms of security provision, Arattai is somewhat less secure than apps like WhatsApp and Telegram. So this is the capability, but I'm talking about now. In future, Zoho can actually make this end-to-end encrypted entirely. Similarly, like WhatsApp, you can use your iPad, you can use your laptops to log in through WhatsApp and see the chats. Similarly, Arattai also supports multiple devices, including your Android TV. Now, Zoho claims, as I've already told you, it would not monetize the personal data. And therefore, one of the advantages that Zoho says about using Arattai is that you have a privacy advantage, unlike WhatsApp and Telegram, who share and monetizes your personal data. Okay. So monetization is possible. They can mine your data, the metadata from it can be picked up and shared with other parties. But as it is end-to-end encrypted, so basically WhatsApp or any other third party won't be able to see the contents of your messages, right? So there is a difference. Please understand the difference. Now, what will be the challenges in mass adoption? Now, most of the people right now, they communicate using apps like WhatsApp, right? Because every other person is available on WhatsApp. So will there be a possibility that few years from now or few months from now, people would entirely move away from WhatsApp to apps like Arattai? The answer probably is no. And there are very good reasons behind it. What are those reasons? Let me tell you. First reason is the parity in terms of features and the kind of differentiation that you have. First, let us discuss about feature parity. I told you Arattai right now in terms of security is somewhat less secured as compared to WhatsApp, because there is no end-to-end encryption provided in Arattai for chats. And this is a one big omission as compared to the industry standard that has been set by apps like WhatsApp and Telegram. Similarly, to promote people to start using Arattai, you need additional values, you need additional features, which right now are absent in Arattai. So this is one of the reasons why currently I don't see many people migrating away from WhatsApp. They might install Arattai as well, but when it comes to day-to-day usage, WhatsApp will be more relevant. Similarly, there is also a problem of scalability and infrastructure. As more and more users, they start using Arattai apps, so the company Zoho would need large amount of servers, large amount of data storage potential. They also need to ensure that this app would stay up to date 24/7 so that there is no disruption in communication channels. And this would increase the cost with Zoho, so that they need to create adequate infrastructure to support large throughput of data, and therefore they need to spend a lot of money. Also, when it comes to scalability and infrastructure, it would entail extra cost for the company to maintain the app as it is, so that there is no disruption in the communication. But this is not the biggest reason which would inhibit the wide use of Arattai app. The reason which would inhibit the wide use of Arattai app is something called as network effect. Now, what is network effect, you might think? Now, let us imagine there are two parties and you have an option to go to either one of the parties. Let us imagine in party 1, there are all of your friends, all your colleagues, or your relatives are present there. And in the second party, there are few individuals that you may or may not know. So which kind of a party you would go to? You would obviously go to party 1, because that's where most of the people you know are there. So this is the problem, same with the messaging apps. Now let us imagine a situation, you right now start using WhatsApp, or you right now buy a smartphone. Now you have an option either to install WhatsApp or Arattai app. Which kind of an app you're more likely to install? You'll obviously install WhatsApp, because in WhatsApp, you'll find your friends, family members, colleagues who are currently chatting. Whereas in Arattai apps, you might find some of your colleagues, some of your friends, some of your relatives, if not all. So this is called as network effect. And in network effect, it prohibits people from moving away from it, right? So this is a very big inhibitor which would inhibit wide use of Arattai as of today, because network effects associated with apps like Telegram and WhatsApp, they are very strong. How many people do you know are not on WhatsApp? Not many, right? But how many people do you know uses apps like Telegram? Very less people in compared to WhatsApp, right? So this is what I'm talking about, network effect. Now, there are other challenges also. First is the regulatory, legal and policy risks. Now, one of the key instances or key problems that Indian government has with apps like WhatsApp is that they don't allow the Indian government conditional access to the data over the apps. First of all, Indian government needs access to WhatsApp chats in cases of national security, in cases of investigation of cases related to national security. But these companies, they highlight end-to-end encryption as a problem that they can't share the data with. So similar demands might also be kept from the government with Zoho app in access of data from Arattai app. So this is one of the challenges that the companies need to face. Similarly, the scalability and business model. Now these apps like Telegram and WhatsApp, these are provided to you for free. So when you're using something from free, it is not the app which is the customer, rather you which is the product. Okay. So what these apps like WhatsApp do, they mine your data, they sell your data, and the money that they earn from that process, it is used to provide you the service for free. So now let us understand how would Zoho maintain this. Now to make this a financially remunerative enterprise, or at least to sustain the app, you need a large amount of money so as to bring the necessary servers infrastructure, which I've already told you. So if Arattai doesn't plan to monetize its personal data, does it have a revenue model which it can generate to support the ongoing development of the app? This remains a big question. Similarly, will there be a premium feature like in the apps like Telegram, where enterprises tie-ups or subscription models can be utilized, which would result into steady revenue for the company? So this is another question that needs to be fulfilled, and after successfully highlighting these options, then only you can understand if Arattai app would become popular. Well, I for sure want an app like Arattai to become popular, but there are many challenges which it needs to address in near time, so that it can emerge as a real competitor to apps like WhatsApp. Okay. Now, before solving the practice question, I needed to tell you something. Now, we are in the process right now to offer students a special batches. Now, how many of you know we completed 20 million subscribers or 2 crore subscribers recently? So as a gesture of thanks, as a gesture of our recognition of your efforts, we are offering students, as many as 200 students, the option to take any of our batches in just 20,000 rupees. But please hurry up, because this option is a limited option and the admissions to this batches would close as soon as 200 students take the admission. So right now only few seats are left. So please hurry up if you want to take the admission. Now let us move to this question. Consider the following statements regarding end-to-end encryption. In end-to-end encryption, messages are encrypted on the sender's device and decrypted only on the recipient's device. This is the right concept about end-to-end encryption. So basically, me being the sender and you being the receiver, only us two people can access those messages, no third party, including WhatsApp or Telegram. Similarly, service providers offering E2E cannot read the actual content of the messages in transit. This is the feature of end-to-end encryption, and many ads that you see of WhatsApp highlight the same very reason, right? They have also given full pages ads in Hindu and Indian Express newspaper to highlight this particular benefit, and it wants to ensure that your data remains private. Okay. Similarly, E2E ensures that no metadata such as sender, receivers, timestamp, etc. is ever collected by the service provider. This is incorrect. Metadata is collected, but your personal data and its content is not collected by the company. So third option is incorrect. Option, we have to identify correct statement. So here option A is right answer because third is incorrect. Okay. Now, if you want to download the notes, these will be available on this particular Telegram channel, ATS Live, so you can go ahead and download it. So this is all from my side for today. Let's see each other again tomorrow. Please have a very good day.